So lately I've been filming my workouts, kind of a progress report, if you will. And I was going through some of the footage, and honest to God, I got super depressed about it. Right? Um, I was just sitting there, and so backstory: I've been out of prison for literally exactly 6 years. Like either today or tomorrow is the 6 year point, and I made it. So yay. But I was in shape, right? So I let myself go over those 6 years. I don't I was trying to figure out why did I let myself go, and I had all the excuses. I have all the excuses, but that's not what we're talking about. So uh, I was in super good shape, and I'm watching myself in these workout videos that I'm doing, and my mom actually asked me to film some workout videos for her so she has some workouts to do, because I was literally the one guy in the family that I eat, breathed, and slept fitness back then. I was in a confined space, right? I was in prison. I had all the time in the world to work out, and that's what I chose to do with my time. I read about it. I like I said, I eat, breathed, and slept. I counted every calorie. I was a machine, right? Like literally, anybody that knows me from back then will admit I was one of the hardest working dudes they knew. And I got out, and I got a real job, and I got all the factors that we're dealing with together now on the streets. All those factors apply. Why did I let myself go? And if I were to ask you some questions like, does eating healthy help your fitness level? You can answer if you want. Does exercising regularly help your fitness level? Yes, right? Yes and yes. And we all know this. We all have the information. Luke, I have a bum knee. What fitness level? What can I do? You can literally YouTube or Google those problems that you have or that we have to work around our fitness, our lack of fitness, right? And yet we make these excuses, and we let ourselves go. And I don't think it's a heart thing. I think most of us, we have these moments of intense motivation, or at least I do, where I'll be laying in bed and being like, man, tomorrow and I'm ultra motivated to do it. Tomorrow I am going to whatever, do 100 burpees. That's how I'm gonna wake up. And tomorrow comes, and the sleep monster is just like, no, that's not gonna happen. You're right. And we make these excuses, and over time those excuses just pile up, and they add calories, and they add whatever, lack of intense exercise. Excuse me. And I wanted to come on here, and I would like to do this more often, is more of a psychology of our fitness life, right? I had the six pack. I was running 10 miles a day. Like, I had the fitness level, right? And I trained to try to be the best athlete I could be. And the beach body came with that. It just comes. And once you're fit, you keep it way easier. Your body's trained to burn those calories. So, starting over, I definitely get like, I don't know, like, I guess impatient is what is, you work out for 2 weeks and you expect some physical difference. So let me tell you, I've been working out again for 3 weeks, and the physical, I can feel like my muscles getting a little tighter again, I guess, but physically, no dropping of pant sizes, and no huge gains, right? And I had to remind myself that this fitness lifestyle is just that. It's a fitness lifestyle. It's not something you're going to get right away. It's something that you want to live for the rest of your life doing. And just over time, those physiological changes take place, and you can't be impatient. You can't look at the next guy and how fast they're gaining. You have to do it for yourself and how you feel in those moments. And as far as like being impatient and setting that motivation up, like I said, you have the heart. if you're watching this, you have the heart. You're looking for something that will trigger this long-term effect of fitness. And really it just comes down to, and how I was like, the reason for this video is, when I was locked up, I was structured and I was disciplined. And that's so huge. It's mind blowing. So how I shifted into my current strategy for lifting and doing consistent exercise is, I did the math. What part of the day can you lift, right, or exercise? And for me, I was like, man, when I was locked up, I did it early. I did it in the morning, and you get it out of the way in the morning. So you know what I had to do? I set my alarm clock for 4:30 in the morning, and it's an ultra alarm clock. It vibrates, it jumps around, it thing's loud. And at 4:30 every day, I got up, and I didn't work out every one of those days. I don't. And that was weeks prior to this last 3 weeks of consistent exercise, right? So I'm setting this discipline and this structure just by getting up and having that extra time. So now I get up at 4:30 and I work out. I have my coffee. I have time to wake up, and I still have time to work out and then go to work. And I have a physical job, so I knew that after work probably isn't going to happen. It's just not a good time for me. I'm tired. I work on chimneys. I carry bricks and mortar a lot. I don't have the will to work out late in the day. And my phone is interfering with this thing. So that was the first thing I did. I set an alarm clock for 4:30, and I get up at 4:30 now, which also means I have to go to bed earlier. I don't watch TV till 11. It's a structure that I want to live by, and I want it so bad. I want to get back to where I was when I got out. When I got out of prison, I was 190 and shredded to death and strong, and now I'm pushing 240, 245, somewhere in there, and I'm not happy. I'm just not happy with myself. So that's why I'm doing it. I don't know what your reason is, but I'm trying to help you talk through the psychology part of it and what it takes mentally to get back in the zone. So I set the alarm clock, 4:30 every day. Next thing I did, I did little workouts. I forced myself. So I wake up at 4:30, and now at 5:30, I better be working out by 5:30. That's my goal. So I didn't overtrain. I think that's where a lot of people, we mess up. You get so jacked up to work out, to be fit again, and you overtrain. And I was ruthless, honestly. When I was in prison, guys would ask me to train them before they went home, and I would put them down. I would overwork them, and it was kind of my way of not having to work out with other people, because I kind of like to train alone. But it was wrong. I wasn't being a good trainer by breaking people. Finding out where you're at is one thing, and just destroying your body is a whole nother thing. And I think those of us who were fit once and are trying to get it back, you know your limitations. And if you blow through those, like, you might be all jacked up, but if you just start and you're just starting out again, and it's like your mind gets in that runner's high, and you overtrain, so the next day you can't move. And I think that, knowing that, I would say don't do that. Train hard. You should be sore, but to the point you can't walk the next day. That's gonna dissuade you from doing it again. Because if leg day pops up 3 days later or 2 days later, and you can't freaking move still, and you're sore and you're in pain, that's not good. So I would say I woke up early, and then the second thing I did is I didn't overtrain. So it was, and how I did that was just kind of set a set amount of reps, and kind of find where you're at physically. It's like, if you're gonna do body weight, let's say you got push-ups, right? So do 50, and if you pound through those 50, and then the 2 days later you're feeling good and you're not sore, and you can bang out 100. Try that. But start slow. It's the progress of fitness. It's not a race, right? Don't race yourself to get back or into shape. You have to just combine a ton of workouts over time to get the results you want, and adjust during that time. So that's what I did. I didn't just jump in gung ho trying to lift the weight that I used to lift, because I can't do it. I'll die. So I would say that's my second thing is, don't overtrain right away. Just get into the rhythm of training. If you have a deadline, let's say you have 6 months, you're going to have to train a little harder. But that first week, you don't have to. You don't have to. If you're watching your calories, you're not going to have to train that hard that first week to set where your boundaries are. A lot of people set one rep maxes that first week. Not a bad idea. Usually that requires a spotter, and I don't have one, so I just go kind of light and listen to my body. Just know the difference between pain and soreness, and how much soreness is okay. Not walking isn't cool. If you're trying to break plateaus and stuff, fine. But if you're just trying to get that healthy lifestyle, then I would say go for that. Go for the first week. Feel your body out, and then start increasing how intense you're going, or decrease if you can't move the next day. That's no good, man. So that was the second thing. Thirdly is I started listening to a lot more of the motivational speeches that YouTube has to offer. It really will fire you up if listening or watching a video is what it takes to help you do that. And there's so many out there. There's so many good motivational speeches that will keep you fired up. Listen to them in the morning before you work out. Listen to them on your way to work. Listen to them whenever you're alone, when you get a chance. Listen to those motivational speeches of successful people. You want to surround yourself with people that are down for you. And those motivational speakers, they're not doing that to pump themselves up usually. They're doing it because they want to help other people get to where they're at. There's so many good speeches. Just literally type in motivational speech and start listening to those. And you know what? 99% of them have something to do with discipline. And that's what we're trying to establish in our lives. And I was so crushed watching those videos of myself, defeated really. And I was just like, man, am I even gonna, like, am I worthy even of posting these videos? And then the other part of me is like, screw that. You are. Post what you want, and in a year from now, when you're shredded to death, you can look back at where this all started, because my mindset is out into the future. It's not about tomorrow or the next day. It's literally 5 years from now. I want to have the strength, the mobility, the athleticism that I did, or best possible, I guess. 5 years from now, I'll be like almost 40. So, I want to be able to take my shirt off in public and not have to think like, man, do I have this this man bod, the dad bod? Like, I don't want that. I don't want the dad bod. I want to be like, damn, you look good for your age, right? That's what I want. And I want to be able to lift bags of concrete without sweating. That's my job. I lift bags of concrete, and I want to be able to do that. And I want to show up every day and not be broken at the end of the day. And lifting every day and having a fitness mindset for life is literally the point of that. So that's my goal. And with those three things, I'll break it down. I'll go back and the three things would be, find your workout time and set that schedule before you even start working out. And if you can't start, cool, but find that routine. Where in your routine are you going to stick that? Secondly, don't overwork yourself, right? Don't break yourself off that first week. Give yourself that week to set yourself up for success, which means don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. I'm telling you, you're going to get so sore you can't move, and you're going to give up. And then lastly is stay motivated, whether it's through the motivational speakers on YouTube, if it's somebody that you can confide in, find that source, that outside source that is reinvigorates you every day to keep going, and stick to it. As far as diet goes, you're gonna have to watch calories. You're gonna have I quit drinking soda for 30 days before I even really started working out, just to see, honestly. And you know what? Just by not drinking soda, I was able to pick water over or milk, or more beneficial things to drink than soda every time I was thirsty. That's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother story. But you have to pick what you're gonna eat, how much of it you're gonna eat. Do you really need to go large on the soda when you get a value meal? No. And is that value meal gonna hurt or help you? And diet is big, and it's hard for a lot of us. But if you're consciously aware of what you're eating, that's gonna help you too. And I just want to help. I really want, for myself and for you, to crush this fitness lifestyle together. And I guess I'll leave you with that: is stay motivated, stay in the zone. It's a lifelong thing. You can fail and start over as many times as you want until you get it right. Thanks for watching. Bye.